everyone. Sorry for the delay, just getting this set up. Just about ready to start. Hope you're all good this morning. Just doing a few checks as always to make sure the audio is working, and then we'll get going right away. Hoping you can hear me. Okay, I can think we're good. All right, party people, we're going to get started today. We are doing, just double checking here, so I don't grab the wrong piece of equipment. All right, we're going to get going. All right, standing on your mat, placing the feet right underneath the pelvis, standing up nice and tall. Big breath in, and let's get going now. So rolling down, let those arms hang heavy. We're curling all the way to the floor. Nice big breath in when we get there, and exhale, tummy to spine, rolling up. Nice breath in here, and exhale, rolling down. Nice big breath in, exhale, tummy to spine. Rolling up. And last one. And we want to feel that nice stretch of the lower back and maybe a little stretch in your hamstrings. Taking the arms out to the side, moving straight into those side bends. And up we come. Over to the other side. And up we come. And with each one, as we start to warm up, just reaching a little bit further. Warming up the side bodies, giving ourselves a nice strong stretch. Oh, it feels so good first thing in the morning. Always a bit of a rush to get to this point though, isn't it? Oh, it's very, very muggy. Mind you, I've just done a really quick walk to get back here on time to get this class going. All right, one more time to each side. And up we come, over to the other side. And up we come, good. Moving into the rotation now, so turning the palms to face the ceiling. Bend the knees, set those heels on the floor. It's a double twist. And we'll come back through center. Double twist to the other side. Back through center. So as always, the aim is to keep the bottom half of the body nice and stable and just finding that twist through your waistline. Beautiful. And one more time, each side. And then we're going to come back to center, give those shoulders a bit of a roll, and we're going to step to maybe the center of our mat. So we're not going to use any equipment. We're just going to use ourselves on the mat today. I know I said we were going to use equipment, but I've just decided that we're going to not. So let's take the foot back, the toe resting on the mat here, squaring up the shoulders, pulling up your kneecap so your leg is straight, but it's not locked. And we're going to press up this back leg, and it's going to tip our body forward. So I'm challenging you with your hands on your hips today, but if you prefer, you can have your arms out to the side. We're going to pause here for just a second and square off the hips and the shoulders. Really draw that belly button in, and then we're going to come back up the way we started. So square off the hips, press that back leg up, tipping the body forward. Nice and stable. We're holding here for a few seconds. Nothing much happening. You can concentrate on your balance. Just listen to my cues rather than look at me in this point. And then up we come, back the way we came. And we'll do one more exactly the same. So draw in the belly button, start to press that back leg up, tipping the body forward. If you can keep your legs straight, that's wonderful. If not, doesn't matter, bend it. And up we come. You're going to tap your big toe on the mat. Let's take our arms above our head, joining the hands together somehow, whatever makes you happy here. And just have the arms in line with the ears. Set the shoulders down. So we're going to press that back leg up, tip the body forward. And when we're here, we're going to pause and do a few leg pulses at the back. So little lifts of that back leg for 3, 2, and 1. Up we come. Whew. Tap the big toe on the mat. One more time, just like that. Over we go. Hands stay together. Shoulders stay down. Tip the body forward. Here we are. Nice balance. Start to pulse that back leg. And 3, 2, and 1. Up we come. Grab our balance. Shake out your standing leg. And I'm going to turn around and face this way for the next one. So we're standing on a right leg now. So send your left big toe back to the mat. Hands on the hips. Square off the shoulders and the pelvis there. Draw the tummy in, light lift of the pelvic floor. We start with the leg, and that tilts our body forward. Hold the balance for a few seconds. Square everything up. And up we come, nice and calm. If you get the wobbles, it doesn't matter. You just reset, get back into it. We're doing 3 of exactly the same thing. Over we go. Holding for a few seconds. And then up we come. Focus of this exercise, obviously balance, but also glute strength, core strength. Over we go. This is the last one like this. And nice and calm, nice and slow. Up we come. All right. Taking the arms above our head, joining the hands together, however you like. Making sure the arms are in line with the ears. Square your shoulders and hips. Back leg presses up. And over we go. This is a tough one. Hard to hold, hard to pulse. We start to pulse that back leg. 3, 2, and 1. And up we come, nice and calm. And we've got one more like that to do, and then we can lie down, which is why you're all here. Exercise to lie on the mat. Exercise lying down. Over we go. All right. Find stillness. Start to pulse that back leg. And 3, 2, 1. Up we come. Find the mat. Rescue yourself. Give your leg a bit of a shake. And we're going to make our way all the way down to the mat. So we're going to come all the way down onto our backs, and we're going to do that without touching the floor with our hands. So let's cross one foot over the other, hands out, unless you need to save yourself at the back. And we'll lower nice and softly down to the mat like so. Good. We're going to sit up nice and tall and then roll ourselves down. Keep that chin down, and here we are on our back. And while you're getting sorted out there, I'm going to lift you down to join me here. I never get this right. It's like the hardest thing I ever do is getting this right. Here we go. Hands down by our side. starting today just with some bent knee fallout. So we want to find that neutral position. This is not a super exertive part of the class, but we'll make it harder as we go along. So fingertips on your ASIS bones, the bony bones at the front of your pelvis there, and all connected to the core as always. On the inhale, you're going to let your knee fall out, and then on the exhale, you're going to draw it back in. Then we go over to the other side. Inhale, knee falls open. Exhale, draw it back in. So this is a fundamental exercise, and it may seem really easy and like you're not doing much, but it's really, really good for pelvic control and for just building awareness around your body. What we want to do is keep the pelvis nice and stable and just focus on moving the hip joint. So all this stays connected from the top of your ribs, top of your pelvis to the bottom of your ribs. We want to keep that connected here. You want to feel like you're wrapping around the middle of your body with an imaginary corset. You're going to relax the shoulders. Don't worry, I am going to make it harder. This isn't it. I'm just getting you set up. You know I'm going to make it harder for you. All right, so now it goes like so. We're going to bring the feet together. You're going to rise up onto the balls of your feet or even up onto your big toes if that works for you. On the inhale, we let the knee fall out. On the exhale, we straighten the leg. Inhale, we find the mat. Exhale, back together. Over to the other side. Inhale, open. Exhale, extend. Inhale, back on the mat. Exhale, together. Inhale, open. Exhale, extend. Inhale, back on the mat. Exhale, together. Inhale, open. Exhale, extend. Inhale on the mat. Exhale, back together. Nice. So we continue with this. And with the leg extension, it pulls our center of gravity over to the side. So we use our core strength, good morning, to hold the pelvis nice and stable. Nice work. And we'll do one more each side. Inhale, open. Exhale, extend. Inhale, back on the mat. Exhale, together. Inhale, open. Exhale, extend. Inhale, back on the mat. Exhale, back together. Good. I'm going to bring those toes a little bit closer now. And we're going to go both legs together. And we're not going to go as wide as we can. We're just going to keep it well within our range. So inhale, open the knees. Exhale, extend the legs. Inhale, back together. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, extend. Inhale, toes on the mat. Exhale, back together. So a little tip. When you're extending your legs, you want to bring your knees back up towards your shoulders before you extend. It's going to make it easier than if you are holding your legs out down there, okay? So a little tip. Remember, it's not your full range. Make this the last one. Just a little bit of work for those lower abdominals. And then let's lower the feet down flat on the mat, taking the hands down by our sides. All right, some pelvic tilt. So you're just going to roll the pelvis back and forth. If I move my arms, you can see a little bit. You want to get a little bit of air under those bones as much as you can. And allowing the chin just to gently nod back and forth with this movement. Don't move it deliberately, but naturally it moves. And then on the next one, we're going to roll up. So pressing the feet down into the mat as you roll up, squeezing your glutes at the top, breath in, rolling down, bone by bone, back to neutral. Good. And we're rolling up, pressing the feet down, squeeze your glutes at the top, rolling down bone by bone, back to neutral. So it's nice and smooth with the articulation of the spine. Squeezing your glutes at the top, rolling down. Okay, last one. Holding at the top. So we're going to Keep the glute squeeze on and keeping the hips lifted. And you're going to tilt your pelvis to one side, back through center, and we'll tilt it to the other side. But you want to keep your pelvis nice and high as you do this. It's a bit of a weird feeling, but it's actually quite nice to move the pelvis and the waist around like this. Keep the pelvis high, keep the glutes squeezing, especially as you press up through center. Beautiful. And this is a bit of a weird one, but we're just going to move however you like around here. So you can lower and dip the hips. You can move in different ways. You can go side to side. The idea is just to get that pelvis moving as much as we can. We're building up the strength in our lower back, our mid back, our glutes, our hamstrings, our quads, lots going on here. All right, let's come to stillness and we'll roll down and then leave the lower vertebra attached to the mat. Bring the knees in and give yourself a little cuddle. So it's a little stretch of that lower back, which feels nice after all that bridging. And then let's get set up for some abdominal work. So we want to leave the legs lifted, leave the lower back attached to the floor, and we're going to take the arms all the way behind us. So first thing that comes through is the arms, and then followed by the chin and chest. And back down. So arms first, followed by the chest, and down. You can lightly squeeze the knees. With each one, you're actively pulling your belly button down to the floor with each lift. If you need to support your head, you can. Okay, we're going to take both, we're going to separate the legs just a little bit, and one arm is going to come through the middle of the legs and one arm to the outside, all the way down to the mat in between. So now we've got the obliques involved. If you need to support your head, if your neck is straining, good idea to pop those hands behind the head. All right, hands behind the head, definitely place those knees back together, straightening the legs up to the roof. Definitely have that lower back attached to the mat now. We're going to flex the feet because that just adds a little bit more stretch down the back of our legs. And you're going to lift your chest up to this point here. So it's as high as you can manage. And we're going to separate the legs. Bring them back together. Lower and lift. It's a tough one. Separate. Together. Lower and lift. Separate. Together. Lower and lift. Hope you're all coping. Separate. Together. Lower and lift. Separate. Together. How many more? One more. Nice. All right, we're going to bend those knees. You're going to find the floor. We're going to stay lifted if we can, and you're going to release your pelvis back through neutral. Okay, nothing too crazy, but it is challenging. We're going to twist. Back through center. And twist. Back through center. And twist. Good morning, abdominals. Don't worry, we're going to have a really nice little stretch out after this for our tummy, for our sides. And just one more time. Back to center. And release. Nice work. Okay, taking your left leg up nice and close to your armpit, stretching the other leg along the mat. And you're just going to move this left hip around a little bit. Loosen it up, see what it feels like. And then you're going to keep hold of this left knee. Keep it nice and close to your elbow as we lower it down onto the floor. So it's up nice and close by my elbow. And I'm going to twist open with the left shoulder and work on eventually getting that left shoulder down. Somehow I always end up getting really twisted up when I do this exercise. Really out of alignment here on the mat. Straighten myself up. All right. With each exhale breath, you're trying to get a little bit deeper through the ribs there. And we're going to think about coming back up through center. So bringing that left knee with us, rolling onto your back. Straighten yourself up if you're like me and get all twisted. Bringing the right knee now up towards your armpit, and then just move it around a little. And then keep it nice and close to your body and to your elbow. And you're going to cross it over onto, and then open up through the shoulder, looking over your right shoulder, keeping this right knee up nice and high, and just enjoying this stretch out. Settling into it, it does feel a bit easier after a few seconds. And with each exhale breath, we're just getting a little deeper through the ribs. Breathing, breathing. And then we're going to think about coming back through center. Whew. All right. Let's come up into a sitting position, and we're going to do that by rolling up. So stretch your bodies nice and long along the mat. We've got the arms overhead. What we're avoiding is lifting the upper back up off the mat like this. So draw those ribs together, connect the top of the pelvis with the bottom of the rib cage, and the arms are going to come first. Just gently press your heels into the mat so they don't lift. We're coming really slowly. Sitting up, so we've got a rounded sit up nice and tall. So here we are on our sides. Okay, we're going to come into this sort of side position here. So we've got our leg bent underneath us and our top leg nice and long. Come here, there we go. And what we're going to do is lifting our hip up off the mat and adding a little bit of a stretch. So it's kind of like a side plank, but also kind of press the shoulder down. We want to stay lifted underneath the ribs. This is what the arm is going to do. And then the hip is just going to lift up off the mat as we do that. So let's just get straight into it. So we lift and we reach overhead, pressing our hip up just a little bit higher. And we're going to come all the way down. So the arm comes first. We lift our hip and we reach over. So it's kind of like a modified side plank. If you want to, if anyone is feeling up to it, you can go into a full side plank like that. So I'll leave that up to you. Both options are challenging and both options are very valid. Whatever you feel. Today, it's very, very strong on the shoulder. So take your level, run with it. And we're going to do two more. Good. And we're going to turn over onto our knees. Sitting back on your heels. Don't have a lot of time for back extension or for a full class. We've got half an hour, so we're going to whiz through all of this. So you want to go right down, reach your hands and squeeze back. So I probably won't do the full thing and talk this. And just spending a little bit of time there, stretching out your lower back before we do the side plank on the other side. Okay, let's get set up for the side plank to the other side. So set yourself up on the other end of your mat. Tuck that leg under. All right, making sure your supporting shoulder is very strong. You're not allowing the shoulder to elevate or anything like that. Lifting under your ribs, tummy's in, all that jazz. Looks like this. And down we go. Lifting up and over. And you're welcome to stick with this level, or if you want to go up to the full side plank, you'd straighten out both your legs. You can give it a go, or you can stick with the first level. And just two more. Last one. Nice work. All right, we've actually got to the end. We've done really well. We've got through everything I wanted to get through. So let's make our way up onto our feet. Already halfway there. So if you can get all the way up without using your feet, go for it. Making our way up, standing on the mat. And we got to the end. So let's just calm ourselves down, stand nice and tall, feel centered on the mat. Nice big breath in, fill up the lungs, rolling down. So you're going to bend your knees, let the arms hang. Don't have to rush these. They're nice to do at the end. Big breath in at the floor. Exhale, pull your tummy to your spine, support your lower back as you roll up. And two more times. Bend the knees, rolling down. rolling up. And last one. And here we are. We're done. Thank you so much for joining me, those who joined me live, and also everyone who joins me after. Have a great day, and I hope to see you on the mat again tomorrow at this time. All right, bye everyone. Have a great day. Bye.